Real life, hashtag real life. Hey guys. Welcome. Just calling you up on the Rythmia Facebook page over here. Woo! Something just happened in the living room and I'm not sure what that was, but it appears that Kobe is an unhappy little girl. Here we go. All right, audio is working, video is working. We are here. Happy Sunday, May the 17th. If you are joining me from Canada, I do believe that this is the big, famous first summer holiday of the year, May 24 weekend. I do also think that maybe it's not the most exciting long weekend because we're not allowed to travel to, I don't think, anyways. Correct me if I'm wrong if you're watching from Canada, but I think people aren't even supposed to be going to the cottages and stuff like that, are they? I haven't been looking. I fully admit, as a Canadian, I have not been following the pandemic happenings in Canada as closely as I should. Living in Costa Rica, I've just been really paying closer attention to what's going on here. But happy first official and unofficial long weekend to all of you Canucks tuning in. Just whipped myself up a protein smoothie because I realized I hadn't had lunch yet. And it is 2 p.m. Costa Rica time. As you guys are hopping on, let me know, where are you watching from? Something has just happened to my computer screen here, so I gotta reset so that I can tune in, see what you guys have to say. Let me know where you're watching from. Correct me if I'm wrong about this being the May 24 weekend. We call it May 24. Why do we call it May 24? It's May 17th. It usually falls around May 24th, but we refer to it as May 24 in Canada. I do know because we pick up 2-4 cases of beer and drink those at the cottage. I know that that has something to do with it. I haven't had a beverage of alcohol, containing alcohol, since October 28, 2017. Okay, here we go. Now I can see the comments and things like that. Perfect. Joseph Boynes is saying hello. He's watching from Cambridge, UK. So it's evening for you. Sydney Ryan saying hello from Maryland, USA. Susie Krieger says, hey Susie, from Pittsburgh, New York. Rebecca Chavez has joined. Sharon Anderson is watching from Tustin, Arizona. Terry Pearson. Hello, Mama Meg. That's my mom. Terry Pearson is watching from Ontario, Canada. Where, if I do remember in one of my conversations with you this week, Mama, you guys were supposed to be up to about 25 degrees Celsius over this weekend. So that's exciting for the holiday weekend, even if it just means people are enjoying time in their backyards, having barbecues and things like that. Thanks for tuning in. I got gussied up again today because, let's face it, I need an excuse to get dressed up. I have so many dresses and things like that that I have for my work at Rythmia. And since I'm home right now, along with everyone else, I want an excuse to wear them. So every Sunday when I come to you guys live to do cooking, I'm wearing my speaking outfit. So at Rythmia, if you've been in the recent months, especially since I have been back since mat leave last November, I've taken on a lot more roles there. I'm not only in charge of the food, and I have an amazing team that takes care of that on the day-to-day basis, but I'm also teaching more workshops, classes, and I'm also teaching a lot more yoga. So that's why I have so many different outfits like this. My mom says, no, we had some freezing rain this afternoon. Oh my goodness, quite the opposite, freezing rain. So you're not in the backyard having barbecues, but hopefully that is in the very near future to all of you folks in the Northern Hemisphere. Us, today, we have nothing but sun. It's probably about 34 to 35 degrees Celsius, which is hot and humid because we're getting a bit of rain off and on here in Costa Rica. Hopefully a weather that you guys, if you're hoping to come to Rythmia sometime soon, you'll get to experience sooner rather than later. Tomorrow morning at Rythmia, in Costa Rica, we're very excited. Some of the restrictions that have been in effect throughout this course of this coronavirus, COVID-19, are being lifted because Costa Rica has been very lucky as far as the amount of cases. It's been quite contained. So tomorrow morning, different retail outlets and commercial spaces are allowed to open under certain restrictions, as well as the beaches, but not for swimming. We can walk on the sand, but we can't swim in the water. Apparently, that's what I've been told. Okay, so you guys are tuning in to see food, right? So today we're talking about burgerless burgers. And if you have my cookbooks, or if you've been watching these videos for a while, or you've been to Rythmia, you know that I have a ton of plant-based burger patties that we do. And I'm not going to do that today because that can be a bit time-consuming, and I want to show you guys some really quick recipes. I have this binder here. This is my note binder, so I have a lot of recipes in here
This is my Facebook Live only binder. So as I get inspiration and ideas to do for Facebook Live, I'm lying, it's not this. This is actually the Rythmia buffet. This is how I make every day of the week. This is Monday. Lunes means Monday in Spanish, so this is the breakfast buffet and everything that's in it. The cold side and the hot side. I'm making some changes to that also. But normally this binder is all only Facebook recipes. And if you've been tuning in, I've been doing this is my 3rd year doing these videos. And I want to ask you guys, would you guys be interested in a recipe book based on just all the stuff I do on Facebook? I get a lot of people messaging me after I do these lives for the recipes. Quite often I don't actually use recipes, but what would you guys think about a book that's all the Facebook Live, like live cooking demo recipes? Because that way I could take all of the written recipes, collaborate, put them into a collection with photos. I've already got 2 cookbooks from that I've released through the Rythmia, from the Rythmia menus at the restaurant. Miracle Meals, that was written in 2017, and Miracle Meals Sauces and Sweets. Both available on Amazon or through my website, but I'm thinking to make a 3rd one that's all Facebook Live recipes. So most of this stuff is what I do on Sunday is not available in those cookbooks, and it's stuff that we don't serve at Rythmia, but is delicious nonetheless. So what do you guys think about that? Let me know.
George Bell, hey Meg, Mom Meg, when can I come back to see you? I don't know, George. I'm hoping soon. I really, really am. We're still hopeful that in the next few months, things with the borders might open. They've just extended the border closure to June 15th. Who knows? But I'm hoping sometime soon. Sasa says, hello, Meg, greetings from Germany. Awesome. Hey, Latarsha, so good to see you guys. Let me know what you think about that cookbook idea. Okay, so burgerless burgers. So, what have I done here today so far? I've gotten a bunch of different bun alternatives. I always use brioche buns when I make burgers at home. If you watch my Instagram, I'm always posting pictures of different burgers that I use. So I have some brioche bun. These are just some grain pita pockets. Easy, I always have those in the fridge. Tortilla, you could use corn or wheat. And then just this is sourdough bread from our local bakery here. So those are gonna be my carbolicious. You could use low carb bread or keto bread, whatever you wanna do. What else have I done to prepare today? Is I have taken a bunch of vegetables and roasted them. So this is what I did. Michelle saying hello from New York. I did this in advance, so I got here some portobello, some eggplant, some peppers, and some sweet potatoes. Actually, these sweet potatoes are for dinner. They're not gonna be used today. So I've done this. Now I'm just gonna show you guys real quick a bunch of these different recipes. So the first thing I'm gonna do is something you all know, and the only reason I'm showing you this, Joseph says, Donna Mellington, take notes, please. I'm assuming you guys know each other. I'm showing you some of these things because it's not something new, but sometimes, for me, I know that if I turn on a cooking channel, they'll do something really, really basic that I know the recipe off the top of my head, but I've just not thought about it for ages. I've been eating egg salad a lot lately because my friend Kelly, I don't know if she's going to be watching here today, but she was posting some videos on her Instagram stories a few months back about egg salad. She was eating Triscuit, so I've been eating that more often lately. Something I used to make all the time, but I had forgotten about for years. So I'm showing you a couple of things here that you might already know that might just re-inspire you. Someone just asked, what are you drinking? I'm drinking a protein smoothie. I just made this as cashew milk, some vegan chocolate protein powder, 1 banana, and a big scoop of almond butter. And I'm drinking that because I just realized 5 minutes before I came live that I hadn't had lunch yet, and it's 2 p.m. Now it's feeling like a little bit woo, woo, woo. So here we go. Jeff Harding, looking fabulous. Hi from Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you, guys. I'm feeling fabulous. I really, really am. We've got a lot going on right now. I'm sorry about all the preamble. I'm going to stop and get to the recipes. Abby says hello from Ohio. Hello, Abby. Okay, I'm moving house this month. We're moving to a new house, an actual house, a 3-bedroom, brand new house, which is super exciting. So I'll be coming to you live from a different kitchen in a couple weeks. And my partner Levi's moving his tattoo shop from one location to a bigger location, which is super exciting. And I'm going to be doing some stuff out of that space. Stay tuned for that. So much newness, so much change happening. Super exciting. Okay, recipe number 1, something that you already know. I've got some lettuce here. I'm going to tilt this down so you guys can see. And I'm going to put on an apron. Because after this today, we're going to go for a little photo shoot outside, and I don't want to ruin my dress. So
put this on. Da, 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 da. Okay, so really, really easy. I'm gonna let you guys look at my hands while I do this, just because that's more entertaining than looking at my yap. So I'm doing something you guys already know, and I'm gonna do it on a piece of bread. So toast your bread. This is sourdough bread. Let's say we toasted it. Super convenient doing this in my home kitchen because everything is at my fingertips. What I've got here is some olive oil based mayonnaise. And that's gonna be on the bottom here. Olive oil based mayonnaise. Yum, yum, yum. Really, really easy. Da, 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 da. Okay. Then some lettuce. So I've got a couple, I buy lettuce that's living. So these actually we're still in, I think I've talked about this in the Facebook Live, but they still have the roots attached. So they're really, really fresh and really, really delicious. I'm gonna put a little bit of that lettuce down, and I'm making this pretty because I want to just make it pretty. And then what I've got here is turkey bacon. So I'm just ripping a piece of that. A little bit of turkey bacon, yum. You could have more, obviously. And some tomato. BLT. I know my mom makes BLTs all the time. Who else out there loves BLTs and hasn't made one in ages? So this is an alternative to a burger, and it's got everything you need. Some good fat, some protein, some veggies. Amazing. Done. One and done. Easy peasy. Doesn't get any simpler than that, my friends. BLT, but I did it with turkey bacon. So it's actually BLTT. No, TBLT. TBLT, turkey bacon, lettuce, and tomato. Okay, so the next thing, I'm gonna grab myself a bun. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna use the bottom of my brioche bun. Actually, what I'm gonna do, because this will just make it easier, because I'm not gonna eat all of this. This is way too much to have for lunch. So I'm gonna be I'll use half for one type of burger and half for another one. So here I've got this brioche bun. I'm gonna add in some pesto. This is, instead of mustard, I'm showing you alternatives to all things. So some pesto on the bottom. And this, you can use a homemade pesto. I always have homemade pesto in the freezer. This one was it was a traditional one. It wasn't a vegan, it was basil with pine nuts, Parmesan cheese, olive oil, a little bit of lemon. So good, don't wanna waste an ounce of that. So we got that goodness. Okay, you with me? Then we're gonna add in eggplant. So this is that delicious roasted eggplant. And I roasted it with olive oil so that it's gotten real good and soft. People that don't like eggplant, you need to just roast it. You need to roast it. Lorena, thank you. She's saying I look guapa. That means pretty. Thanks, darling. So there we go. We've got eggplant deliciousness. You guys can see that, right? Yeah, you can. Eggplant. Then I'm gonna add in a tiny bit of red onion. Just a little bit of red onion. Super thinly sliced, so I slice this. You could pickle it with some apple cider vinegar, but I'm just keeping it fresh. Then I'm gonna add a tiny bit of lettuce, just for that green, like so. And then you could add some mayonnaise or something on top. So your eggplant is replacing your burger. You could add some cheese in there. That would be really, really good. Goat cheese would be really good on that. Easy peasy. So eggplant replacing the burger. Easy. Easy. Okay, so this next one is pretty awesome. I've done this before for us at home. So I'm using this pita, which is just a whole wheat pita. You can use any kind of pita you want. And I'm going to grab some cheese. This was some Gouda cheese that I sliced. Actually, no, what I'm gonna do first is the base. The base, which is, this is the meat substitute this time. These are super thinly sliced sweet potatoes. So I slice them with my mandolin. For those of you that don't know what a mandolin is, this is like the little, this is like the cheapest one I bought ages ago to use in my home kitchen. And this brand has lasted me forever. It's a little hand mandolin. You don't need any more than this at home. And you can adjust the blade, and then you just, with the guard, to protect your hand, you make slices. This is how I slice everything, for salads, for tomatoes, for burgers, for everything. So I'm gonna add in my meat. So this one's not gonna have any lettuce, so I'm just gonna throw in a bunch of this deliciousness. Putting a bunch. You want thick, because this has gotta be a burger substitute, right? So you wanna have a lot of that. Yum. So good. So you add that. So I got lots of sweet potato in there. Then, you know what I forgot? This. Barbecue sauce. So back a few years ago, when I was still living a couple of hours south of here in Nosara, I used to do brunches. I used to do brunches. And when I was doing these brunches, my partner and I had a bakery at the time. My ex-husband and I owned a bakery. So we would bake bread and then we do all these fancy types of sandwiches for brunch at the local skate park. And this is a version of one of those that we used to do. It was barbecue butternut squash, and we do caramelized onions. It was so good. So you got to have really good, barbecue sauce. I think I've made from scratch here on the live in the past. So a really good barbecue sauce and the sweet potatoes. Then, instead of caramelized onion here today, I'm using fried onion. Fried onions. So good, and lots. So good. So I'm going to dump all those in. And then I'm going to put this cheese on top. And then before I would eat this later, I'm going to put it in the oven so that that cheese melts and oozes all over. So delicious. All right, try that one at home. So good. The sweetness of the sweet potatoes matched with the smoky barbecue sauce is just amazing. And it's vegan. If you don't want, you don't have to put the cheese in there. You can make it vegan. Let's see what else is going on here. Haha, the Jamie Oliver Rythmia. I love Jamie Oliver. He gives me so much inspiration. Lorena says, I managed to catch you live. Yeah, I'm so glad to have you here. Joseph says, no meat for me. Well, then you're in the right place because there's not going to be any meat here today. Your ketchup recipe is amazing. Thank you. I just made that homemade. We made burgers here. My friend was visiting a couple weeks ago, and we made sweet potato fries and burgers with coconut bacon and all that good stuff. And the last minute we realized we didn't have any ketchup, so I just threw a quick batch on the stove, let it cook down for about 10 minutes, and that's what we had, and it was awesome. And we were eating that for several days with our eggs in the morning and everything. Okay, what's next? This one's a really easy one. I'll take a bun. So I'm taking a bun here. I'm going to add some regular old burger ingredients. Yes, regular ketchup and mustard. I have hot, I was gonna say a brand, I'm not gonna say it. I have store-bought ketchup in the fridge also. Levi likes that, so Levi wants what he gets. He doesn't always necessarily love my homemade stuff. It's a little bit too healthy for him sometimes. Ketchup and mustard, standard. I'm gonna add in my burger component here, and I know we've seen this a million times, but some of us might have forgotten. Portobello mushroom makes one of the best burger substitutes out there because the texture. You could also use this as the bun if you're doing low carb. Put your beef patty or turkey patty or veggie patty inside your roasted portobello or barbecue portobello instead of a bun. Did you guys think of that? Maybe that's new information. So then we're gonna put that on. There we go. And a little bit of lettuce, and I could, give this lettuce a quick little, a la fast food restaurant. Give it that little shred. Yeah. It's falling all over the place. That did not work at all. You guys can't see. Shoo. I tried to put all of that lettuce on top and it just fell, sadly. But that's fine. A little bit of onion, bada boom, bada bing. You could add some cheese, any kind of sauce you want. You've got your portobello style burger. Not too shabby. I've got two more for you. You guys with me? Two more? Okay, so the next one I'm gonna do in another one of these bad boys. And what you want to do is start with your cheese on the bottom. So any kind of cheese, you could use goat cheese. I've been eating a lot of Swiss cheese lately because I really like it. Totally up to you. So I'm going to just put 3 slices on the bottom. Then I'm going to put in some lettuce. I love lettuce in any kind of burger or sandwich because you need that crunch. And I like pushing greens always. If you know me, you know that. So a little bit of lettuce, a little bit of cheese, a tomato. If you had yellow tomato, it'd actually make this recipe even more lovely. Why, do you ask? Because we're actually going to fill it with red pepper. So this is a red pepper that I roasted in the oven. I'm not even going to peel it because this is just for me and Levi, and we're not picky. And I've just gone ahead and sliced it in half, and then I'm going to slip that in there. And you could put some pesto in there, would be really good. Creamy cheese, like I mentioned, would be really, really good. Delicious. cheesy roasted red pepper awesomeness. Okay, and what's the last one you ask? This is one that I love. And I had to do a little bit of prep work for this one. So what I've got here is, this one's not vegan obviously, so this is an egg that I fried up earlier. I've got some spinach. Shoom. So I got some spinach here. So I got my piece of bread. I'm gonna put some spinach down. I'm gonna put my, actually I'll put my fried egg down first. Like so. So I got spinach, nothing but spinach and a fried egg so far. Then, this is the piece de la resistance. Baked Panko crusted avocado. What? Did not fry it, I just baked it. So what I did is I sliced my I didn't use a super soft avocado. It needs to be firm enough that you can still, it won't fall apart. Then I dipped it in some gluten-free flour. Doesn't matter, that's just what I had. Regular flour is fine. Some egg, because this isn't vegan anyway, and then some panko breadcrumbs, so it's not gluten-free either. And then I baked it in the oven. So that is the base of that is our meat substitute in this recipe. And then I just put it all on. You could actually put some lemon onto your avocado before you do all of the coating so it doesn't brown, but this one didn't brown too much. So there we go. And then some tomato and a little bit more red onion. What do you guys think? Does that look pretty good? Yummo. Delicious. And of course you want to do all of this hot. You want your bread to be toasted. You want any kind of dip or sauce that you like. Look at this, guys. I'm gonna try not to drop the phone. But look at all that. We just did all of that. So, oops, telling me to rotate the phone. So many options. So that is all I have for you guys today. Just ideas, inspiration, may all the stuff that you knew have done in the past. Maybe I didn't do anything with this. You could have, put any of those recipes inside the tortilla. I just wanted to give you some ideas. That's it. Why don't you guys give me some ideas now? Seriously, tell me what you guys might want to see. We are doing this every weekend. So any recipes or ideas of, themes, anything you'd like me to talk about, share, anything food related, about Rythmia, about my recovery from my eating disorder, anything. Shoot me a note in the comments, send me a private message. Would love to hear from you guys. Until next Sunday, I wish you a beautiful, beautiful week. Stay safe. I love you, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Ciao.